Oh my god, y'all, dude. I feel like nowadays every day is a long day. Is it just me? Is it just me? Am I the only? I don't think it's just me. River Flows in You, Yiruma. I've already reacted to Alip Ba Ta playing River Flows in You solo. So if you want to check that out, you can. Also, please watch me playing Jackson Wang's 100 Ways. I will link it in the description. That would be dope. I arranged it myself. I'm proud of it because it was like kind of hard. Also look in the description for like a playlist of other reactions that you might enjoy. I mean, if you're watching this, you probably like the other stuff. Okay, this was just, if I remember correctly, this was just a really super pretty song. Very... what's like... I was gonna... Can you say, what's the word like ambiance, but like, if you're gonna say like atmosphere, you can say atmospheric. So what's that? Ambiance? Ambiantic? I don't know. I'm excited though, because I think there's a couple of songs of Alip's that I think really could benefit from having a second guitar. Alip always does a great job, but Igor is also super awesome. So I'm excited to see them both play. I'm a little out of breath. That's okay. It's okay. Let's go. Let's do it. Anything else to tell you? I don't think so, man. I don't know. Sleep, drink water. Like, times are hard. Let's go. Okay, alright, so I'm gonna sound like a little bit of a butthole right here. I think. I don't know, y'all react sometimes really weird. I'm reacting to them, but y'all react weird to me sometimes. Both of them are doing a great job, but they're both basically playing the same thing. Of course, Igor has more of a softer sound on his nylon string guitar, and Alip's got the steel string. That might be the only saving grace, is the fact that one's playing nylon and one is playing steel. Otherwise, it would be essentially identical. So I know the song is long, so maybe the idea here with Igor, and I'm certain that Igor is going to do something ridiculous. I'm sure he's going to do something awesome. That's just his nature, just as Alip. As all of us, as guitarists, if we make something that's long, we're going to do something ridiculous if we can. I am a little shocked that we're just playing in unison right now. That catches me off guard. Not a decision I would make. Anyways, I'm sure it's going to explode. Oh, by the way, that jazz chorus amp in the background of Igor's picture is a phenomenal amplifier. Anyways. Oh, there we go. There it is. Okay, again, the playing is great. The playing is awesome. But I just, the way my brain works is whatever is dancing around, like whatever's at the front of my brain when I'm listening, that's what I'm going to talk about. And usually it's super happy stuff, but I'm going to talk about something here also I hope this is just not a complaining video, because I think they're both doing a great job, but I have to talk about what I hear. And so what I'm actually hearing, and I bet it's more from Igor's side, is I'm hearing a lot of string noise. And what that means is, let me see if I can reach my classical over here. I've spent so long trying to avoid string noise, I don't know if I can deliberately do it where you can hear it. Can you? There's no way you're going to be able to hear it. I can't even do it intentionally. Ugh. Okay, so something that got trained out of me a long time ago. Probably at this point about 7 years ago. Something that was brought to my attention is I'm playing all these notes, I'm playing all these songs, and the professor, the genius who was taught by Segovia, I'm one generation removed from Segovia, he said, "Do you hear that?" It's like, what? I don't know, what are you talking about? My dynamics, my slurs, my arpeggio, what are you talking about? And he's like, no, all that noise. It's like, what noise? And he goes, if you'll listen to, he's like, play 3 notes in a row. So I played 3 notes in a row. And he goes, you don't hear that? What? And he goes, there's a, it's like, what? He goes, there's a, right in front of every note you play, there's a, it's like that quick, but it's in front of every note. So if you have a song with 1,000 notes, you have 1,000 little quacks in there. And so what I'm hearing, it could be from the onboard amplification of Igor's guitar. It could be mic placement. I don't know. But there's a little in front of every single note. And combined with the recording environment, there's just a lot of noise right in front of every note. Sorry, it's like a pet peeve of mine. Because the idea, right, is if you can make that noise go away, or hell, cut the noise in half, then you improve everything you play. Because if you have a tendency to make that noise, you make that noise in every song. You make that noise on pretty much every note. So if you can clean up that sound, which is really what the sound is. The sound is your finger moving the string. Check it out. When you touch your finger against the string, you got a couple of steps here. 1, your finger comes in contact with the string. That can make a noise. Now 2, you actually move the string. You move the string with your finger. It's like a step 2. And step 3 is the string releases. It comes off. Now you can have noise in any one of those 3 places. You could have noise in all 3 places. So really the idea is you got to minimize that noise. I'm sorry, this is just one of my biggest, I think it's one of the most important topics in all of guitar playing that is never talked about, which is how much excessive noise do you make when you pluck the string. I get worked up. Let's go. I'll tell you why it's a big deal. Sorry, I'm staying on this for a second. We have 2 awesome guitar players here. 2. And the noise is an issue. Think about a violinist, violist, cellist, bassist. Think about an orchestra situation where you have 30, 40, 100 people playing together. If you have 100 people, we only have 2 here. If you have 100 people making a little extra noise, the music can't happen. right, let's give Igor a bunch of praise now. Let's give him a shitload of praise. Hopefully you stuck around through my rambling. Igor's a great player. I mean, he's very, 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 very good. And then two, something that he's showcasing here on the 2 videos I've seen of him with Alip is great musicianship. He has an attention to detail. Let's be more specific than attention to detail. He is doing a great job of following along with Alip and matching phrasing and dynamics, which that's like top level. That's top level musicianship. I think most people, I don't want to say average as this condescending. Most non-musicians or early musicians focus on technique, speed, flashiness. Those are actually the easiest things to learn. It's the small details like phrasing, dynamics, tempo, expressiveness, and Alip has already set the bar on this tune, and Igor knows that because he's going to have to play along with a pre-recorded track, and Igor is doing a phenomenal job, an A+++ job of matching the all those variables that I mentioned before. It's proof that he's done his homework. He's listened to this track a bunch of times. He's practiced with it a bunch of times, and he knows he's basically playing with Alip as if Alip was in the room, which is a gotta take your hat off to him. I'm not going to because it'll make my headphones come off. Great job. I'm just like, I gotta talk because, you know, that's kind of what I think my job is here, you know, to give an informed opinion. Also, something I couldn't tell with the mix, I think something else that could have been done, which I'm also stealing, like all my everything that I complain to you, I'm trying to make notes to myself so I can avoid these issues in the future. I think maybe panning the guitars would have been a good choice. To really almost put one person in each ear, I think could have been a pretty effective way of producing the track. So you got all these things, right? You got the camera and the microphones and the EQ. You actually have to play, and then you have to record and produce. There's so many things. So like, I don't want it to seem like I hate on either of these guys because I think they're both absolutely awesome. And if you've seen my reactions to them, you know that I love these dudes. Now, something about me, though, which can be hard on these videos, is the more familiar I become with an artist and the more I've expressed my love and gratitude towards them, the more open I am to talk about negative aspects of performance. But if you're catching me for the first time, you might be like, all this dude does is complain. No, I praise. Mostly 95% of the time, 19 out of 20, I praise. And then occasionally, I pick on stuff. All right, that was fun. I'm out of here. Let's do something else. Let's make another video. I'll see you soon. Love y'all. Peace to everyone out there. Stay well, stay healthy, stay energized, refreshed, hydrated. I will see you soon.